What's going on, everybody? Just before we get started, obviously I had initially planned to make this just one long video, but that video was going to be around 30 to 40 minutes, and we all know the attention span of people nowadays, so we're doing this on a world by world basis. Just wanted to put that out there. In this video, we'll be going over all the collectibles in SSD Speedway. So with that said, let's get started. The first level in SSD Speedway is Turbo Trail, and the first puzzle piece on this level can be found as soon as you start the level. Just turn around and go backwards. Break the glass and use the jumpoline to get your first puzzle piece. Now turn back and start the level as normal. The first artifact can be found after you use your controller to launch yourself into a hang glider, and this one was kind of tough for me. It took me a lot of tries. Hopefully it only takes you one or two, but just be sure to launch yourself as high as you can and land on the pillar to the left, the ones with the balloons on it. Once there, simply pull out your first artifact. After that, the next collectible is another puzzle piece. This can be seen as soon as you get to the second controller launch. It's on the top right. Just launch yourself in that direction and be sure not to miss it. Puzzle piece number 3 is unmissable and will come after landing your third time using the hang glider. The fourth puzzle piece is in the same area. Before going up the ramp to get to the rocket ship, look around the pillar that you're currently on and find your way down to the lower level. This is where you can find the next puzzle piece. And the second artifact can be found behind the rocket ship. Head all the way to the back of the level and clear out the stack of boxes. After that, pull it out of the ground and you'll be done with this level. Moving on, we got Cache in Caves. Alright, the first puzzle piece on this level comes immediately after the first checkpoint. Once you pass it, head down to the first shaft to collect your piece. The first artifact is also close by. After grabbing the first puzzle piece, you'll work your way up. Keep an eye on an opening to the left behind a few vines. Go into this area and light the fuse in order to collect the artifact. Puzzle piece number 2 is located in the next area where the bombs line the floor. Just light the fuses and work your way below to collect it. Puzzle piece number 3 is located in the next area with the electrified wires. After the first set of wires, keep right and you'll come across a spiderweb area, and the puzzle piece can be located to the right. The second artifact can be found by blasting your way through the first spider web in this area and then breaking past a series of other webs. At the end of this trail, you'll find your artifact. And the final puzzle piece is located at the end of the level. After you land your ship, don't go through the door just yet. Instead, jump down and break the glass on the floor to find the last piece. Alright, so our next level is called Deep DATASPACE. At the very start of the level, where you're supposed to make your first jump, don't. Instead, drop down and go around the ledge to find puzzle piece number 1. Now after you turn back around to the start of the level, you'll see a platform with a group of 3 flowers on it. Jump there and spin the flowers to get yourself puzzle piece number 2. The third puzzle piece can be found right after coming up to your first bounce pad. Use this to jump onto the higher level and then drop down on the other side of the wall. There you'll find the next puzzle piece. Now you'll also notice a set of wires that is trapped within a glass box near this area. Remember this because we're going to have to come back to it later, but for now continue the level as normal. Now the first artifact on this level can be found as soon as you come to your next checkpoint. Head right instead of continuing across the thin bridge, and use the fan to open up a satellite and then jump across to the floating island. After that, follow the coin trail and unlock your first artifact. After that, work your way back to the rest of the level. Puzzle piece number 4 will be found on the next section just past the checkpoint we just used. Be sure to use the exploding baddie to crack the floor open. I actually got killed here a couple of times, but the final puzzle piece is hidden under this bad guy. After the next checkpoint, you can arm yourself with a Gatling gun, and this is where you now have to work your way back to the wires that were trapped in the back of the level. Head back there and use the Gatling gun to break the glass, pull the cords, and collect your final artifact. And that of course brings us to orbital obstacles. Now you can't really miss this first piece. It's in the first meteor you have to fly into, so grab it and move on. Now the next piece can be missed if you don't pay attention, so keep an eye out for your first checkpoint. It's attached to another meteor. After that, work your way around this chunk of rock to find a way inside and collect your next puzzle piece. Artifact number 1 can be found as soon as you get to the white ship area. After passing the first 2 sets of bots that shoot at you, keep an eye out for an open porthole on the right and work your way into it to find the artifact. Puzzle piece number 3 can be found when you first come to a set of sparkers circling a room. Now you'll have to time it carefully and grab the puzzle piece without being electrified, or you can get shocked if you need to. I don't really care, just make sure you grab the puzzle piece. Artifact number 2 is in that same room where you have 2 options. You can go up or you can go down. First, go down, light another bomb, and collect your second artifact. And the last puzzle piece can be found after working your way up and getting past a section with fans trying to blow you into electrical cables. Once you pass this area, you'll get to a checkpoint and can carefully collect the final puzzle piece on this level by floating just above the electrified cables. And of course, after you reach the end of each world, you get a third artifact. So reaching the end of this level will bring you to a Rainbow Road type of area littered with the sacred symbols. And at the very end, you can unlock an additional artifact, which is a PlayStation 2. Now I do have a question for you guys. Did you guys store your PlayStation 2 laying down horizontally, or did you have the vertical stand? I actually had the vertical stand for this. I was really excited the first time that we stood it up vertically. It was so cool. It was innovative. It was amazing. But those are all the collectibles that you need to get in this world. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, let me know in the comments. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.